Well, a very good afternoon. I always think with politicians, you always expect them to do the American presidential thing, don't you? So I'm going to point over there, and then I'm going to point over there, because I know Hillary Clinton does a lot of pointing. And I won't do what the other one does, else I'll never be invited back. Ladies and gentlemen, well, there we are. Chairman, Mr. President, colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Milton Keynes, to the home of Stadium MK and the MK Dons. And Mr. President, thank you indeed for your comments on the MK Dons on page 4, I think it is, of the catalogue. I don't think we're going to win the Premiership this year, as predicted by the President, but I think survival in League One is our aim and ambition for 2016-17. But then it's on and up to 2018. This is our Premiership stadium in waiting, and if you do get the opportunity to have a look at Stadium MK, please do. And I know those of you who are going to the dinner tonight will hear a few words from Pete Winkleman, who's one of the most inspiring people I've ever met. He's the owner and the chief executive of the MK Dons, and really somebody quite exceptional. I am indeed Councillor David Hopkins, and I have the privilege to be the Deputy Mayor of Milton Keynes, and I've been a councillor in Milton Keynes since 1990. During that time, I have had at various times been Member E-Champion, remember them, Deputy Leader of the Council, and have chaired numerous committees and the like, and have witnessed many, many changes in the size and shape of local government, and the role and importance of the underlying ICT and associated infrastructure, the importance that has played in facilitating and enabling many of those changes. However, today I'm here primarily to tell you a little bit more about the virtues of our great city. We think of ourselves as a city, although in technical terms we are still very much a new town. Indeed, the most successful of all the new towns, we have reached a population of over 260,000, plan to continue to grow to over 400,000 by 2050, and have been recognised in numerous economic studies and reports as being one of, if not the most, successful and fastest growing economies in the United Kingdom. The secret of that success is largely down to our location, at the very centre of the UK, and the very centre of the new technology, knowledge-based industries that form the essence of the so-called Oxford-Cambridge arc. MK is some 50 years old in 2017, and we plan to celebrate in style next year. A good time to reflect on what has made the design of Milton Keynes such a success, and a model for other cities across the world, including a number of new cities in China. Our extensive and generally congestion-free grid road system, for example, or the separation of employment areas from residential areas, or the economic model upon which the city was constructed, enabling crucial infrastructure to be paid for and installed in advance of housing and employment based on the uplift in the value the then Development Corporation achieved in acquiring and disposing of land. And Milton Keynes is the very model of economic success. The fastest growth of output and employment of any UK city over the past 30 years, and consistently in the top 6 UK and top 50 European cities for productivity in recent years. And for the future, our continued success will continue to be intrinsically linked to our location. As I say, our location at the very heart of the Oxford-Cambridge arc, at the very heart of the new East-West rail link, at the very heart of the new Oxford-Cambridge Fast Roadway Expressway, and a place to invest for business, and a place where more and more families are investing their lives, their futures, and their children's futures. Our greatest advocates are the people who live and work here, proud to be from MK, and proud to extol the many virtues of our great city. And I do hope that many of you will find time to explore and experience MK over the next couple of days. You're actually in Bletchley. If you get a chance to go to Bletchley Park and the Computer Museum, please do so. I don't want to take people away from the conference, but it really is a unique place, and you see the importance that this part of the UK played in the winning of World War II. And with my councillor hat on, a very brief look at the challenges we face at Milton Keynes Council, and which we all face to varying degrees in our respective authorities. Resources are barely adequate, making us all the more resourceful than ever before. The challenges, the environment we work in, is more complex and more demanding than ever before. Finding and retaining dedicated and consistent project resource in a world where interim is now a common job title, is, to say the least, challenging. Being expected to deliver innovation with no additional funding is interesting, although one could argue the lack of funds makes the likelihood of becoming more innovative and more creative that much more likely. Being pulled from pillar to post, balancing often apparently conflicting priorities, is seen as needing to develop the diplomatic skills of a latter-day Henry Kissinger. And hanging on to and motivating good, experienced and focused staff is indeed a skill in itself. And it will get no easier. And why should it? Given the ongoing financial challenges, local government is increasingly looking at scale as a solution. ICT practitioners are expected to integrate often disparate and proprietary solutions as a fully integrated health and social care solution. ICT practitioners are faced with the sleep-preventing challenges of cybercrime and cyber-terrorism, and ICT practitioners are expected to deliver on the digital government agenda, whatever that is. I do hope, however, that one very positive series of national initiatives that are being developed are those under the broad heading of smart cities or smart places. In Milton Keynes, MK Smart is a live deployment of multiple smart city applications which are being collectively designed to make tangible improvements to public service delivery, business innovation and citizen engagement. MK Smart is forecast to make savings of 20% in water use, 3% in energy use and 50% less traffic congestion, reduce fuel use and vehicle emissions over the Council's plan period to 2026. You can hear more on this and associated issues if you're in the hall tomorrow morning and you hear Jeff Snelson, the Milton Keynes Council Director of Strategy. So good luck. Councillors, colleagues, I applaud you all for the work that you do, and I applaud our many suppliers for supporting us all in that purpose. Can I also take the opportunity to remind members in Socitm East region that our next meeting is on the 11th of November at Chilford Hall near Cambridge, and I'd like to see many other guests there as well. And can I just say, enjoy, get the most out of the next couple of days, and I do hope to meet many of you on the exhibition stands or in the conference hall. Welcome to Milton Keynes, and thank you very much indeed.